his life, but the lives of countless others. At the age of 29, Siddhartha ventured outside the palace walls for the first time. Until that moment, he had lived a life of unparalleled luxury and comfort, shielded from the harsh realities of the world by his father, who wished to keep him from the suffering that plagued ordinary people. What he encountered shook him to his core. The world outside the palace was vastly different from the opulent surroundings he had always known. He witnessed what are now known as the four sights: an old man, a sick man, a corpse, and a wandering ascetic. Each sight left a profound impact on him, revealing the inevitable stages of life that he had been so carefully protected from. These encounters were a stark contrast to the sheltered life he had known. The palace, with its grandeur and splendor, seemed like a distant dream compared to the harsh realities of the world outside. They revealed the harsh realities of aging, illness, death, and the inevitability of suffering. The old man, with his frail body and wrinkled skin, showed Siddhartha the inescapable process of aging. The sick man, writhing in pain, highlighted the suffering caused by illness. The lifeless body being carried away was a stark reminder of the finality of death. And the serene ascetic, deep in meditation, presented a different kind of existence, one that seemed to transcend the suffering of the world. Siddhartha, deeply troubled by these sights, realized that his life of luxury was an illusion. The comfort and wealth he had enjoyed could not shield him from the fundamental truths of human existence. It could not protect him from the fundamental truths of human existence. The inevitability of aging, sickness, and death were universal truths that no amount of wealth or power could alter. The sight of the wandering ascetic, however, sparked a glimmer of hope within him. The ascetic's serene demeanor suggested that there might be a way to transcend suffering, a path to a higher understanding and peace. The ascetic's serene demeanor suggested that there might be a way to transcend suffering. This possibility intrigued Siddhartha, offering him a glimpse of a different kind of life, one that was not bound by the suffering he had witnessed. This encounter ignited a thirst for spiritual understanding within Siddhartha. He began to question the purpose of his life and the true nature of happiness. The luxurious life he had led suddenly seemed empty and meaningless in the face of the suffering he had seen. He resolved to find a way to break free from the cycle of pain and dissatisfaction that plagued humanity. Determined and resolute, Siddhartha decided to leave behind his life of luxury and embark on a journey of self-discovery. He sought to understand the root causes of suffering and to find a path to true enlightenment. This decision marked the beginning of his transformation from a sheltered prince to a seeker of truth, a journey that would eventually lead him to become the Buddha, the enlightened one. Driven by his newfound purpose, Siddhartha made the momentous decision to renounce his royal life. This was not a decision made lightly, but one that came after deep contemplation and a profound realization of the impermanence of worldly pleasures. He left behind his wife, newborn son, and all earthly possessions. The comforts of the palace, the love of his family, and the power that came with his royal status were all sacrificed in his quest for deeper understanding. He exchanged his luxurious robes for the simple attire of a wandering ascetic. This transformation was symbolic, representing his shedding of material attachments and his commitment to a life of spiritual pursuit. This act of renunciation was a profound testament to his commitment to finding truth. It was a journey into the unknown, filled with uncertainty and challenges, but Siddhartha's resolve was unwavering. He embraced the unknown, embarking on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. The path was arduous, filled with physical hardships and mental trials, but each step brought him closer to his goal. His quest for enlightenment had begun. He wandered through forests and villages, seeking wisdom and insight from various sources, always driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge. He became known as Buddha, which means the awakened one. This title was not just a name, but a recognition of his profound spiritual awakening and the wisdom he had attained. Siddhartha's journey led him to study under various spiritual teachers. He sought out the most renowned sages and ascetics of his time, hoping to find the answers he was looking for. He diligently practiced meditation and mastered different techniques. He subjected himself to severe austerities, pushing his body and mind to their limits in his quest for enlightenment. However, he found their teachings to be incomplete. Despite their wisdom and knowledge, none could provide a definitive solution to the problem of human suffering. None offered a definitive solution to the problem of human suffering. This realization was disheartening, but it also fueled his determination to find the truth on his own. He continued his search, seeking a path that would lead to true liberation. It was under the Bodhi Tree that Siddhartha finally attained enlightenment, realizing the profound truths that would form the foundation of wisdom. His journey was a testament to the power of perseverance, the importance of inner reflection, and the transformative potential of embracing the unknown. Years of rigorous asceticism followed. Siddhartha subjected himself to extreme fasting and self-mortification. He believed that by punishing his body, he could weaken his desires and attain enlightenment. However, this path proved futile and ineffective. It left him emaciated and no closer to his ultimate goal. One day, while meditating under a tree, Siddhartha had a profound realization. He recognized that both extremes, indulgence and asceticism, were obstacles on the path to enlightenment. He discovered the middle way, a path of moderation and balance. This realization marked a turning point in Siddhartha's journey. He abandoned the extremes and embraced a path of balance. He nourished his body while cultivating mental discipline. This newfound understanding paved the way for his ultimate awakening. Buddha's teachings are as relevant today as they were 2,500 years ago. If you had the chance to ask Buddha one question, what would it be? Share your thoughts in the comments.